Have a nice day. Welcome to Seeker's Medical Newsletter. From 4 p.m. on October 31st to 4 p.m. on November 1st, 5,598 new cases were recorded on the National COVID-19 Management System. 1,731 cases recovered. Seeker's Medical Newsletter reported that 52 more deaths in 11 provinces and cities, bring the total number of deaths to 22,135. Information on 5,598 new infections is as follows. 3 quarantined cases right after entry. 5,595 cases were recorded in the country, an increase of 91 cases compared to previous day in 49 provinces and cities. The average number of new infections in the country recorded in the last 7 days, 4,871 cases per day. Since the beginning of the epidemic, Vietnam has had 923,451 cases, ranking 14th out of 223 countries and territories, while with the rate of infection per 1 million people, Vietnam ranks 152 out of 223 countries and territories.
For outbreak from April 27, 2021 to present, the number of new cases recorded in the country were 921,881, of which 819,248 persons have been detected.
There are 13 provinces and cities with no secondary infection in the past 14 days. Linh Bình, Lạng Sơn, Sơn La, Yên Bái, Lai Châu, Hải Phòng, Tuyên Quang, Thái Bình, Hưng Yên, Điện Biên, Thái Nguyên, Hòa Bình, Bắc Kạn located recorded the highest number of infections in this epidemic. Hồ Chí Minh City, Bình Dương, Đồng Nai, Long An, Tiền Giang. According to data released by Provincial Health Department and City on the COVID-19 recruitment system of the Department of Medical Examination and Treatment under the Ministry of Health. Number of patients recovering from the disease 822,165. The number of patients treating is 2,962.
Ministry of Health reports public 52 deaths in 11 provinces. From 5 p.m. on October 31 to 5 p.m. on November 1, 48 deaths were recorded in Hồ Chí Minh City, Bình Dương, Đồng Nai, Bạc Liêu, Cần Thơ, Cà Mau, Đồng Tháp, Ninh Thuận, Sóc Trăng, Tây Ninh. The average number of deaths recorded in the last 7 days 56 cases.
The total number of deaths from COVID-19 in Vietnam so far is 22,131, accounting for 2.4% of the total number of infections. Compared to the world, the total number of deaths of Vietnam ranked 34 out of 223 countries and territories. Deaths per million people ranked 133 out of 223 countries and territories. Compared to the Asia of Vietnam, total number of deaths ranked 10 out of 49 countries. Deaths per million people ranked 28 out of 49 countries.
In the past 20 hours, 100,672 tests were performed for 170,665 people. The number of tests from April 27, 2021 up to now has to 22,305,493 samples for 6,535,102 thousand people.
On October 31, 553,475 doses of COVID-19 vaccine were given. Thus, the total number of doses of the vaccine was 81,929,875 doses, of which 57,332,644 doses were given, and the second dose was 24,597,231 doses.
World situation of COVID-19 pandemic. On November 1, according to Vietnam time, the world had recorded 247,446,503 cases of SARS-CoV-2 virus infection, of which 5,040,748 cases did not survive. The number of cases is trending more than 80.3 million, of which more than 72,700 are in critical condition. In the past 20 hours, the whole world recorded 326,539 new infections and 4,567 deaths, of which Russia recorded the highest number of new infections and deaths in the world, respectively 40,993 death cases and 1,158 deaths.
Nowadays, the United States is still the worst affected country, with more than 46.8 million infections and 766,299 deaths. White House spokeswoman says Psaki announced that she had tested positive for the SARS-CoV-2 virus on October 31. Earlier, Mrs. Psaki decided not to join the European tour with President Joe Biden due to her members in the family having COVID-19. According to Ms. Psaki, she had not had close contact with the President or essential members of the White House since October 27. She last met President Biden on October 26, standing at a distance and wearing a mask. Mrs. Psaki said she had all mild symptoms thanks to her vaccination against COVID-19 and will work from home, isolating for 10 days before being intended to return to work.
In the context of the World Health Organization, an expert assessing that the pandemic is far from over, many countries allow the World Health move from zero COVID-19 strategy to adapting living safe with COVID-19.
On November 1, Australia began easing border restrictions improved over the past 18 months. About 14 million Australians have been enough vaccine against COVID-19 in Victoria, New South Wales, and Commonwealth to travel free, including abroad and home. About 47,000 Australian citizens and holders of permanent residence cards in the country but are overseas are also allowed to re-enter the country. That helps many families who have been reentering for the first time since March last year. Tourists from neighboring New Zealand who have received enough vaccine will be allowed to enter Australia from November 1.
A quarter plane departing from Los Angeles in Sydney, New South Wales at 6 a.m. local time. For the first time in months, vaccine Australia allowed to leave plane without quarantine. Unvaccinated people remain in quarantine, and everyone needs to test negative for COVID-19 before boarding. Australia closed its border when the outbreak began and only allowed some citizens and permanent residents to return from overseas, with a mandatory 14-day quarantine period in hotel. The recent international news has closed today's medical newsletter. Thank you for watching and see you in the following show.